When people talk about the least favorite seasons of Hell's Kitchen, season 16 will almost always be brought up as one of, if not the worst season in the show's history. And literally 90% of the reason for that is due to that season's blue team. It's almost become a running gag in my videos, where anytime I talk about something negative, they always seem to pop up in some way. So today, I figured we'd take a deep dive into the run of the season 16 blue team and all its members, and what exactly makes them arguably the worst team in Hell's Kitchen history, and easily the most hated. Be sure to hit the subscribe and like button, as now more than ever, I'll need some support after going through this season. And with that, brace yourselves, as we'll be looking at the story of the most hated team in Hell's Kitchen history.
Bloody hell, here I go again.
As usual, 18 new chefs were brought for the 16th season of Hell's Kitchen, with 9 of those being men who would make up that season's blue team, as not only were they all hoping to win $250,000 and their own restaurant, but as a team, they were hoping to produce the first male winner in 4 seasons. However, it would not get off to an ideal start, when after the Signature Dish Challenge, the likes of Andrew, Matt, Devin, and Gennaro would fail to make a good first impression, costing the blue team the challenge.
Gennaro, that completely ducked up this dish. 1 out of 5. Describe the dish.
It's a pan-roasted halibut with roasted mushrooms, butter poached leeks, and a shellfish broth.
So, mushrooms are terrible. 2 out of 5.
Dove breast bolognese.
Hold on. Bolognese, but the word you said beforehand was
Dove breast. The bird, chef.
The pigeon.
The pigeon. The one that everybody would be scared to cook with. Never even made it before, but...
You have absolutely the word bolognese. 1 out of 5.
Thank you, chef.
But of course, it's better to lose the reward challenge as opposed to the dinner service, so maybe the blue team can respond well and not only complete, but win this opening night service.
I need 1 risotto. Here, chef. What has he done?
Pat, how'd you manage to make a risotto look like a bowl of vomit that's been dipped in oil?
Right here, scallops in my hand, chef, on your right.
Oh, no.
It's raw. Who cooked these scallops? If I don't get a straight answer, I'm going to kick you out.
Go ahead, man, you sold them.
He cooked them. I tried to push him on to sell them.
So you cooked them.
He told me to sell them, chef. I kept telling him, no, you can look at the cameras in here.
Cameras? The camera. Unfold your arms now and don't give me a scallop unless it's cooked perfectly. Do you get it?
Yeah, I understand.
Look at me. If I hear you talk about a camera one more time, I'll stick a GoPro so you can see how you are. Got it?
Yes, chef.
Coming through.
It's raw. Gennaro, Matt, one cooked and one's raw.
The sea bass is raw. Not undercooked, it's raw. Hey. Off, Willie.
Get out! Get out!
Useless.
Well, not a good start to say the very least, but hopefully they can at least get the nominees right, as Matt and Paulie did the worst that night, and Paulie himself has literally offered himself up for nomination. Surely they won't overthink this.
I don't feel right about sending Paulie to this block, man. I think we're cutting our legs out if we send Paulie home.
And you know, he got stuck with Fat Pat. Paulie is such a good guy.
I don't think Paulie should be going. He's too valuable to this team.
Andrew, blue team's first nominee, and why?
Our first nominee tonight is going to be Pat. He sent you up 1 risotto, looked like it might have been deep fried.
Man, even if it was just a bit more bearable, just imagine how different this season is had Matt or Paulie been the first boot as opposed to Pat, who is still the most screwed over first boot ever after making only 1 mistake this entire episode. And I think he would have been one of the few bright spots on this team had he lasted a bit longer. But these awful human beings outcasted him right away simply due to his age and weight, literally put him over a man who was asking to go out for elimination. So yeah, like half the team had an awful first episode performance-wise, and the team picked on one of the few decent chefs attitude-wise this season in Pat. Can't do much worse than the premiere, so let's see how episode 2 goes. It would get off to a good start, as the blue team would actually win the challenge. So, it seems as if they have some momentum now, and with the red team having the pressure on them, hopefully the blue team can relax a bit and put on a good service.
Hey, stop. A Hell's Kitchen first. And this Muppet's got 2 pizzas on the same paddle that aren't even rolled out properly. 1 pizza per paddle.
Andrew, are you ready with the 2 scallops?
Oh my God. I can't believe I forgot there was scallops in the check. That's a pretty huge bonehead mistake.
Come on, Andrew. The scallops aren't even in. He's sinking Hell's Kitchen.
Coming out, New York strip.
Raw. Look, it's raw, it's white. The fat's not even rendered. I'm talking to you.
Yes, would you like another chef?
What the do you think?
How's that even a question?
This is raw and cold. Touch that there. Just touch that there.
That meat could have walked itself to the past, DiGiorno.
Reggie, come here. Reggie, get out. Get out.
Welp, 2 services and 2 ejections and losses for the blue team. Hopefully they can at least take their losses like men.
Let's sit down at the table. Let's go outside.
Yeah, let's
I
go.
need a cigarette before I murder somebody.
Damn, man.
He's right. Hey, why are you all pissed off right now?
Bro, how are we losing every time?
Yeah, you're pretty laid back about all this.
What am I gonna do, freak out?
Yeah. Why aren't you flipping the out? You're sitting there just shaking your head, laid back.
Like, I'm not happy with what happened. Yeah, I up, man, but I'm not gonna let you guys put me down about it.
We don't have to get personal, just keep it at service.
No, I'm pissed, man. It is personal. You're embarrassing me in front of one of my heroes.
Well, I apologize for that.
I don't know what's worse, Gennaro's insane lack of passion, or Johnny being a complete douche if someone is down. In the end, Gennaro would be the one to go home, ending an awful 2-episode stretch for him, and he likely still remains as one of, if not the least passionate chef in the show's history. Episode 3 now, and I'll be damned, the blue team would actually finish, and for that matter, win dinner service. Surely there's nothing else negative to talk about, right?
I don't know why you even look at me. Like, just stop talking to me for the rest of the season. Thank you. Good.
I'm not drinking the haterade, but Jessica, shut the up. I can confess I hate Jessica. Pretty much. Yep, hater.
Nobody likes you.
That's not true.
Nobody likes you.
That's not true. Oh, God.
Throwing these eggs was actually a lot of fun. That's nothing I like more than screwing up the front of the house than making some bitch server clean it up.
Man, this whole competition. The judges don't know what they're talking about. That's the problem. I don't want to sit here and listen to these guys degrading me and talking. Oh my God. It's just really starting to irk me.
What is Matt?
Where the is Matt? Did Matt leave?
We're a team. Do the punishment with us. Don't sit back and pout like a little boy. Take the punishment like a man.
That, yo. I'm not doing it. I don't give when nobody says
You're bitching about everything.
you. I'm not on that level. You know what I mean? You're not going to sit here and degrade me every day. Go.
Okay.
Go.
You know what? Fine.
I'm packing my and I'm out this. Go.
Yes, this was the official beginning of the big 3 here, and Matt, Johnny, and Andrew being all-time hated chefs, as the bullying, sexism, and general awful attitudes from these 3 is flat out pathetic. And the fact that there was 3 grown men all on the same team acting this way is simply ridiculous. But alas, maybe if they can keep their winning going, they can at least be a little more positive. Heck, it even started well in episode 4, as at the protein race relay challenge, they would smartly pair one strong palette with a weaker palette to dominate the red team who did the opposite, and were rewarded with a day of surfing and bonding as a team. So again, the blue team has some serious momentum going now. Let's see if they can translate that into a second straight good service.
Oh my God. Hey, blue team, come here. Touch that.
Cold, chef.
Cold, chef. Cold, chef. It's not even warm, it's just ice cold. Hey, blue team. Salmon's still raw. Put your finger in there.
It's raw.
There is no sushi on the menu. So how long for your Wellington? Come on, Aaron. He's standing there like the Statue of Liberty. Turn the timer off. Or is that your alarm clock to wake you up? I tried. I begged. Sliced too early, reheated. But then look at this.
Darn. Overdone.
Get out. Come on. Get out!
Welp, yet another bad service. But on the bright side, with all these bad services, maybe they're at least being humbled a bit and no longer bullying the red team members.
What's your new game plan? Just single one out and get them off?
Single one out and make her cry.
Next week it's like.
I'm thinking, Kim, this is the exact kind of like stuff I do. I just can't wait to make her cry. All right, rat face.
I have a rat face.
Go chew on some cheese, rat. Shut your rat face.
You, Johnny.
Go join
You.
Jess.
You think you're gonna be here longer than him?
You know what? I'm gonna at least.
No, it's a question.
I'm not.
Do you think you're gonna be here longer than him?
It's my mission.
Well, guess what? Mission unsuccessful.
Yeah, go back in your rat's nest, Splinter.
So despite all the momentum, the blue team would get ejected for the third time in 4 services and continue to berate each other, with now pretty much everyone on the team making a dinner service mistake of some sort, while literally only Gia and Kim have made any service mistakes in the red kitchen thus far, which should tell you everything you need to know about the talent difference this season. But speaking of, the nominees of Aaron and Coop would be spared as Ramsey would eliminate Gia from the winning team. But seriously though, the blue team can't even get rid of the red team by their skills. It takes a chef basically single-handedly eliminating themselves and an all-time bad chef for them to even be tied numbers-wise 4 episodes in. But with that said, in some ways, it is a new beginning to the season, as the blue team and red team both now have 7 members, which again, is kinda crazy given just how bad the blue team has been thus far. But once again, things seem to get off to a good start, as they win their 3rd challenge in 4 tries. But I think y'all know by now, this isn't exactly going to translate in a dinner service.
Just touch them. Not even semi-warm, stone cold.
But here's what I'm really for a bit. Look, raw.
Just raw. Raw! Raw!
Ah. Taste test. Get a spoon, dig in there.
Cream spinach?
Just taste that.
No salt. My 3-year-old makes cream spinach.
Oh, mate. Oh, no.
I get that. Second time round, dry there, and I get that. All of you, come here.
Not again, please, 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 please.
It's just mistake after mistake after mistake. Nominate 2 people for elimination.
Again.
But hey, it's not all lost, as Andrew and Johnny were the clear weaklings in the kitchen, so at least one of them will go home and make the season a bit more tolerable. Wait, not one, but both of them avoided nomination?
Dad, all I needed was
you're
veg,
putting
bro.
up steak.
Really, one? I had one steak. I had
2
one.
steaks, man.
I understand garnish is hard. At the end of the day, what is it though? Yes. It's vegetables!
Johnny, I will speak for what he's done in the kitchen previously, and he's busted his ass. You know, what I've seen, I definitely think Aaron's the weakest one here.
I did awesome tonight. What the is going through their heads?
So despite Devin making 1 garnish mistake and Aaron literally making no mistakes, go figure the 2 nicest blue team members would somehow, someway be the nominees. And due to Ramsey giving Devin one more chance, and not winning back-to-back surprise eliminations after calling Johnny down, Aaron will be the one to go home after making no mistakes, simply because the blue team never gave him a chance due to his age, making that the second person this season the douches on this team essentially ganged up on and got sent home. Just awful stuff. And episode 6 doesn't get much better, as after they would once again win the reward challenge, the douches of the team agreed to protect their own asses and nominate based on the performances of that night's service from here on out, despite literally the last 2 episodes nominating Aaron for basing it on overall performance. Seriously, you cannot make this stuff up.
Everyone needs to take care of their station. That's the bottom line tomorrow night.
I agree. Yeah, we base elimination off of service. That's it.
But speaking of that said dinner service, despite the red team having arguably their worst service of the season, the blue team failed to capitalize, as Paulie had an awful night, with Devin and Johnny making mistakes as well. While they would complete service, they and the red team would have to nominate 2 people, and unsurprisingly, the debate would be complete chaos once again.
And he had a grilled cheese that the cheese would have melted.
What do you think, Coop?
Going with Paulie, and I didn't see Devin go down. Did you go down?
No, I had a grilled cheese in the beginning, and that was it.
You guys told me last night, whoever up tonight was going to go home.
Who made that deal last night?
Everyone did.
We all did.
Where was I? I'm glad y'all are deciding stuff while I'm sleeping.
Bro, it's not about...
You go to bed at 8
You
o'clock.
went to sleep at 7 o'clock.
No, you decided last night who was going home today.
No, we didn't.
I was not. Yes, evidently you did. I mean, I can't just keep sitting here quiet and say Devin's nominated again because it'll happen a 3rd time and a 4th time.
Say what you
And
want.
then you had 2 people on your station. I had 1.
Well, you're putting up raw food.
You can suck a dick.
You can suck a dick yourself.
Despite Devin making only 2 small mistakes during his time in Hell's Kitchen, he would be unfairly put up once again over the protected Johnny, with Paulie joining him. But in the end, both would survive, as Aziza would be the boot that night. Episode 7 now, and hey, for only the 2nd time this season, the blue team would outright win dinner service over the red team. Good stuff. I mean, surely due to that, the blue team will be fine this episode, and we won't see a chef cheat on his fiancée on national TV, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be bad.
For who?
Us.
Why? All we're doing is laying next to each other.
Am I gonna flirt with her a little bit? Maybe.
Enjoy with my boo.
Mm-hmm.
I get married in a couple months, so it's probably not gonna be a strong relationship.
Huh? Oh, not right.
Yeah, just disgusting behavior. And this alone made Andrew this season's most hated chef for a lot of people. And it's hard to argue after what he did. And not only that, but go figure on the day they won dinner service, they would lose a challenge the second time this happened. And a lot of that was due to the Southern boy Devin producing an awful Southern dish.
Please describe this.
A black-eyed pea succotash with corn, bacon, fried okra with a cornmeal trout, and a roasted lemon on top.
Breading in the South is everywhere, but these are over-breaded.
Devon, there could be any fish in there. Chef, if you had to choose, which one would it be?
I don't know that a good conscience could give them a point. So by default of that, I suppose now we have the red team coming away with the victory today. Well done.
Thank you.
And to add the cherry on top, the red team wouldn't even lose anyone, as Ramsay would switch up the teams, putting Wendy and Shayna on the blue team, and sending Andrew and Matt to their red team. Good God, I don't know if this is a good or bad thing, as while at least the hated members are broken up, we as the audience have to see douchebags in each kitchen, and God bless these women who now have to work with these douchebags. So that brings us to the first episode post-swap, and maybe, just maybe, with ladies on their team, and Andrew and Matt gone, the blue team will be somewhat tolerable, but the bully and sexist Johnny had other ideas.
Why didn't anyone tell me that?
Remember when I was talking to
Why
you?
didn't you tell me that?
I said, you
It's not
want me
like
to
I'm
share it
dumb.
all?
Wendy didn't say a word.
I did.
Her
I
head was
asked
down
Devin
in a
for help.
Band.
I was from the
I
beginning.
don't care.
Because everything was
Listen
ready.
to what she's saying right now, and you're going to tell me you're going to vote for me over her.
I didn't have enough. Whatever.
See that? No fight.
What am I supposed to do when you guys are telling me that I'm?
Oh, she's already said,
I'm
put me
frustrated.
up. It's ridiculous that I'm even up here.
What in the happened tonight?
Chef, my team let me down. No, that's not an excuse, but somebody could have given me a heads up.
I did speak to him and asked him if I could sear off his fish.
Is that true?
That's not true.
Searing all sides.
We don't rest any of our fish over here.
Are you serious? I've got to say, tonight, FYI, sear the bass. Johnny, give me a jacket.
It's disgusting that my team let me go down. They suck, and for me to be standing here right now, I want to rip out the beautiful hair in my head.
While luckily this would be the end of Johnny's run in Hell's Kitchen, the new blue team looked just as bad performance-wise, as they would lose the reward challenge, get kicked out for the 5th time this season, and after all the bullcrap from Johnny, they couldn't even come up with 2 nominees.
Blue team, have you reached a consensus?
No, Chef, we have not.
What?
We've came to 3 people, Chef, and cannot decide.
Oh my God. What a mess.
But alas, with Matt and Andrew in the red kitchen, and Johnny officially gone, even if the talent sucks, it finally seems as if things will get better in terms of toxicity. But as if on cue, this was when the heel turn of Paulie would officially begin, taking the reins of douchebag within the blue kitchen.
Still 2 minutes in the lamb?
Let me see. All right, we'll sell it now. Let's see.
The garnish is in the window.
It's gonna come back. It's gonna come right back. Thanks, guys. You just screwed me. You just sent me home, guys. I asked for 2 minutes, and you guys couldn't give me 2 minutes. I asked for 2 minutes. That's what I asked for, 2 minutes.
Shut the up. That's not 2 minutes away. Okay, FYI. Out, 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 and out. Because you think I'm gonna serve that. You eat it.
I'm talking, and he's just pushing up. Why are you putting up those 2 sea bass? I'm not a stupid man, Coop. You had an agenda, and you're letting people fail. You got what you wanted now, Coop. Coop is a piece. If I'm asking for more time and you're putting up, why are you doing that? So you can look good. You me. You know you did.
Not only was this the beginning of Paulie's extreme douchiness, but Coop, one of the seemingly few tame personalities on the blue team, would get eliminated because he simply could not control his anger, giving Ramsay an easy excuse to keep Paulie around.
Why the can't we do this? And then when we get back to the back, he's smashing chairs and irate. I don't think that that's somebody who's a leader or a team player.
Paulie. Back in line. Coop, get here. You are not backing up the talking. You're not ready.
Thank you for the opportunity, Chef.
Thank you, Coop.
Due to once again being down the numbers, another woman would have to join the blue kitchen the next day, with that being Ryan, meaning that not even halfway into the season, women had outnumbered men in the blue kitchen. But hopefully now with the hot girl in the kitchen, and of course the future winner of the season, they can finally start to turn it around. Yeah, do I even need to say anything at this point?
It's like monkey. You know it's watery.
I'm trying to give it to you.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, chicken's pink. Chicken's pink. Back in the pan.
Yes, chef.
Oh, man.
Hey, what does that look like?
Well done.
Over.
It's over. All of you, get out. Head to the door. Come up with 2 big names.
I will say, Paulie wasn't that bad this episode, making it a pretty tame episode personality-wise for the blue team, literally the first one all season, but in the end, Shayna and former blue team member Matt would be eliminated. We got 2 more episodes now for the season 16 blue team, and these final 2 episodes will be highlighted by the blue team unsurprisingly losing both services, and Paulie acting completely insane to his teammates, specifically Ryan.
Sorry, Paulie?
No, nothing.
Oh, you were mumbling to Ryan there, almost like you were on a date.
He was asking me to be.
I was thinking, do you on a pair or split?
I see. You're getting out there first.
I always try to think.
I think I would rather. Wendy's got a really great palate. I think she could pick out what everything's in there.
I'd rather be with Paulie.
Ryan thinks he's all that from Jump Street. I just didn't like her. And like, I don't have an ego in the kitchen. Like,
Yes, you do.
Ryan's very smug. I'm not really scared of her.
What's not in the potatoes?
The caper, chef.
Unbelievable. Who plated them?
I plated them, chef.
Oh, come on, Paulie.
I had to take it back because it's dead.
Oh, hey, you
Well,
two.
look at this. Would you like to serve it?
Shut it. I asked him where's the basset. It's there.
Well, I'm afraid I'm going to show
Oh, you're afraid. Not as afraid as I am.
Paulie, you made me frantic. You did,
Are you
man.
kidding me?
You're like, Devin, as soon as risotto's done, I want you searing salmon. I'm thinking, where are my scallops? Paulie, you
Paulie,
gotta
come back so
vote.
you can have your vote.
Go yourselves. All you did was cook your steak.
I
Why
was
did you
searing
sear? Why
salmon.
did you sear? You didn't sear one. Here's why Ryan wants me gone is because she's scared of me. The only reason why you guys would vote for me is because you know I'm strong. You're so weak. You hide behind everybody else. You've never taken. Yes, you do. You're like, oh, I'm gonna be the savior over here.
No.
But you're not. All you're worried about is yourself.
That's not true.
You are lying. This is done. Just for
It's not-
it
it's
is. It's
about
Wendy and
today.
Ryan on my thing. You guys deliberate. You're all pieces.
Wendy, step forward. I've waited and I've waited and I've waited and it's not happening.
Paulie. Say goodbye to Devon.
Chef Ramsay did scare the out of me. But Devin should have went home. I mean, anybody with eyes saw that. You stupid redneck.
After Devin's elimination, that would be the end of the season 16 blue team, as of course the teams would dissolve at the final 6, with Paulie being the only original blue team member to make it to the Black Jackets, and no OG blue team member would even make it to the final 3. So let's go through the final stats of the season 16 blue team. They only won a total of 2 dinner services over the red team in 12 services, and lost outright a whopping 8 times, and of course hold a record of 6 dinner service ejections. And yeah, there are truly no standouts, as in seemingly every service, someone new was messing up. But honestly, their performance is the least of their problems, as this team outright bullied many of their own members and members of the red team, essentially outcasted the likes of Devin, Pat, and Aaron, with the latter 2 getting sent home for that reason, got into non-stop fights with each other during and after service, had one of the least passionate chefs ever, had a chef get eliminated due to his anger issues, had a chef cheat on his fiance, and had a chef essentially bully someone because she rejected him. I mean, even the women seemed to have the blue team stank rub off on them, as Wendy and Shayna were both bad during their time there, and even Ryan had a worst stretch of the season while on the blue team. So between the awful personalities and horrific combined talent, the season 16 blue team will always live on in infamy as one of the worst teams ever, with this team literally being the sole reason why so many people rate season 16 as their least favorite season. So there you have it, guys, this story of the season 16 blue team. My god, I feel awful even after writing this script. I can't imagine how brutal it will be to actually have to edit the clips together. So the least I can ask for after this suffering is for you to like and subscribe, and let me know if you'd like to see more deep dives into some of the worst teams ever. I mean, they can't be much worse than this blue team. With all that said, take care everyone, and I'll see you next time.
Get out of there.